and today we're here to settle the debate, helmet on or helmet off. It's a big debate that's been going around the internet ever since the Paramount Plus Halo TV show has hit the internet. There's a lot of things interesting about this show, but one of the biggest pain points, huge Halo fan, almost all of my life, ever since this game came out, it has been a big part of my life. As many of you who are probably watching this episode, we all had issues with Master Chief taking his helmet off, so I wanted to dive deeper. What does it mean when Chief takes his helmet off? And are there any instances of this happening before? The answer is yes, there are. There are instances of Chief taking his helmet off, and it wasn't just by 343. Bungie started it, and it all started with the first game. Let's take a look at the times Master Chief's taken his helmet off in the video games. Halo CE. When you finish the game and blow up Halo, the piece hits the end of it, and you're inside of the ship. I think it's a longbow, correct me if I'm wrong. At the end of the game, this is what happens. Here's the scene.
Halo. It's finished.
No. I think we're just getting started.
Yeah, Chief took his helmet off at the end of that game, and it gets better. Halo 2. On the station, when you go to get your new armor, Chief's walking around the station without a helmet. Here's this scene.
Let's not even talk about the power supply. You know how expensive this gear is, son?
Tell that to the Covenant.
So, but wait, it gets even better. Here we get to Halo 4, legendary ending, and Chief takes his helmet off, and we see his eyes. Here's that scene.
Do not doubt the reality. The reclamation has already begun. And we all...
Halo 5 Guardians, right before Chief and his team are about to strike in one of the coolest ways possible. Probably the best part about that game. He has his helmet off. Playing Halo Reach the other day, I noticed that Noble Team takes their helmet off, talking to Halsey.
Just making a reading suggestion, ma'am. Let's move, Noble Team.
Mom?
That will be all, George.
So, Bungie started it, and it would make sense. Spartans would take the armor off, right? They would take their helmets off to talk around bases, to talk face to face. They knew each other as kids. They would show their faces. So it really kind of opened my eyes to be like, you know what? Chief does take his helmet off. But I will say this, Paramount, listen closely. I'm at a point now where I'm okay with Chief taking his helmet off. I never thought I'd be there. But I did some research, and all of a sudden, you know what? I changed my opinion. It makes sense. The guy wouldn't always have his helmet on. He's not a Mandalorian. But here's why. I think most of us have an issue with Chief taking his helmet off, and it's because we love the faceless hero. We're able to put ourselves into the Master Chief. We're able to see ourselves as Chief while playing Halo. It's actually very fun to do that. It's very fun to imagine yourself as Master Chief, and that faceless hero is something that we all can speak to. Because not only in Halo Reach did they show Noble Team's faces, but they didn't show, you guessed it, Noble 6. That is your character. But let's talk about the show. With these helmets being off, it makes sense when he's walking around the base. I really don't. Let's just talk about the helmet. Let's stop. Let's not go down that rabbit hole until season 2 is over. We'll talk about that. But in the season 2 specifically, there are some scenes where they've done better. They've put the helmet on during the battle scenes, and that's great. But there's one particular scene in, I don't know, episode 4 that gave us one of the best battle scenes to date in this entire TV show. And if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. The issue is, none of the Spartans are wearing armor or a helmet in the entire battle sequence. Now, if we're looking at this in a realistic approach, if an invasion happened and someone was attacking your planet, about to glass the whole planet and annihilate Reach, would you rush and have your armor on? Maybe not. There are many a times in wartime where people are rushing outside of forward operating base in flip-flops and shorts. Yeah, it happens. But it makes sense. I guess they wouldn't have time. But no, what was the excuse that you gave us? You gave us the excuse that their armor was taken, which it was. It was taken. You mean to tell me they couldn't go get it back? It reminded me of this scene in The Incredibles.
Honey! What? Where's my super suit?
Yeah, the good old Frozone scene. That popped into my brain whenever that came up. But I think the debate and I think the opinion of his helmet being off over time and after doing a little bit of research, it just seems to be like, you know what, it makes sense. And that's the thing, I think, as long as it makes sense and it works. But the first season, there's a lot of times he took his helmet off and it didn't make sense, right? I mean, when he got introduced to Quan, he took his helmet off to be personable, right? To show his face, to show her that he's a human inside. Kind of made sense. A lot of us didn't like it. We were like, no, he shouldn't take his helmet off. But remember, Halo fans, just do a little bit of research. Look back. Bungie started it. And it kind of changed my mind. And it's okay to change your mind. I have a different opinion. I think I'm okay with it when it makes sense. But that's my opinion on whether Master Chief should have his helmet on or off. I would love to know your opinions. Please let us know in the comments what you think, either about his helmet being on or off, about the show, anything nerd related. We're here for it. And if you could please hit that subscribe button and support the channel, we would greatly appreciate it. And if you look up above, somewhere above me, there's another link to another cool video. Thank you so much for watching, and above all else, remember, never grow up.